VR market. So here we go to virtual reality. Why am I going into virtual reality? So all of this has been laid out for you today to give you a type of incremental process of how this is all going to work. From how are they going to change your mind through culture and destroying the concept of individualism and attacking identity, creating false identities, false individualism, false collectives, i.e. false culture, harnessing that through manipulation of propaganda, etc. Then how are they going to get you physically into the system through biometrics, through the guise of humanitarian efforts, whether that be addressing international situations, underdeveloped countries, third world situations, or through public health crisis, through immunity verification, through different forms of ailment and disease leveraging. Okay, so they physically get you in that way. So we go from identity, mind, culture, physicality, and then we brought in the concept of virtuality, because this is the slow process to move us into the false world. This is the process to move us into the virtuality, to change or to remove reality, the real world, our real experience, where we look at each other in the face and we talk and we hug and we play ball, we do all types of, all of that stuff, gone. Not completely. But that's going to be looked at as the old way of living. They're bringing in this new virtuality by connecting us to the technology first, but then creating an existence, a living experience that is contingent on the technology and the virtual experience solely. So physicality is not really important anymore. This goes back to my concept of disembodiment that I had mentioned before. And so VR, virtual reality, is an opening stage to the acceptance, normalizing, and standardizing of the false reality. They would call it virtuality. Reality as virtual. And physical reality, objective reality, as not really that big of a deal or important or even necessary. Almost obsolesces the physical reality. Okay? You just need your body still. You need your head to put on the glasses, right? It's just, it's tolerated, your physical experience. Anyhow, so virtual reality is important because it's the first step to augmented reality. And virtuality will be your general experience day to day in virtual reality. And as we see here, Facebook is cornering the VR market. I read this article, it's pretty interesting. They're like really flying through and they're buying up so much. We understand how powerful Facebook is in social media right now. We understand what they did when they bought Instagram, right? Remember that? We do also understand that Facebook is intelligence. Alphabet Inc. Right? So we know what this is about. This is the way most people will be living their lives soon. Now, it's very early with this type of technology, at least what they've released. But this is the opening stage. VR might be Facebook's fastest growing business. This is an interesting article. I wish I had the time. We've already been on 2.5 hours. I wish I had the time to go through it. But this is just evidence that virtual reality is going to be a massive part of the future. And if you think about it, we're already somewhat experiencing this through our screens. They're just not wrapped around our heads, per se. Imagine all the time we spend on our screens, whether that be laptops, mainly smart devices. Imagine once those are strapped around your head. Of course, Google Glass is the early stage of that. They brought it out too early. People weren't ready for it. They didn't affect the culture yet, right? They didn't construct this new age, new man, post-human culture just yet. They've accomplished that with flying colors. Society is prepared for this now, especially with the Gen Z digital native population, the Homo sapien, homosapien.net, those under 25. are technically prepared, not necessarily for a life of virtual reality, but they're prepared to accept technology as that which defines them and their experience in the world. And virtuality isn't a far-fetched idea for them. So again, for us older people, us people 30 and up, 35 and up, 40 and up, this isn't made for us. We're not, and I know as believers, we're not of this world, period. But this technology, this environment, this society is not for us. It's not designed for us. In fact, it's been designed with us not included, which is a creepy part of this. But also it gives us more reason to fight against it.